My afternoon workout, about 40 minutes of suspension system training. Very grueling. Crystal is my wife. For those of you that don't know, Crystal is literally a mad fucking genius when it comes to putting that shit together. No shit. I am fucking wiped. I mean, it is about 110 degrees out here too, but I'm drinking lots and lots of water. I am just wiped, what would be considered the fuck out. I am very tired from that workout. She's amazing. Very looking forward to sharing all that shit with you too. It is really, I'm finding it just as challenging as weights, to be honest. I'm actually feel more secure in a few of the pushes. It feels easier on my shoulders, like the arthritis in my right shoulder, because I'll be able to supplement my wrists easier. You've done so much for me tonight, so much motivation. Thank you. Sunny L, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But you've done it all yourself, man. Guys, I got one thing up here, so please just bear with me. Sir Smiles a lot, thank you. For all of you on, hey, Big Al, Joe Lowry. Joe Lowry. Why does that name fucking make me say that way? I don't know. Probably because I'm crazy, like full tilt. Anyway, you've done so much for me. Thank you very much. The Lucky, we unite. How you doing? I'm doing very fucking good. Like, I'm doing very, very, very fucking good. I got a few announcements I'll make here in a second. So, hey, Alan, Drex LTG, thank you for catching live. That's why I'm moving north. I hate 100+ degree summers. I fucking love it down here. I spend most of my time outside, and I absolutely love just being fucking drenched in sweat at least once a day. Like, I like it where I'm just like fucking dripping sweat at least once a day. I fucking love it. And I got a really fucking nice setup here. And the place we own after this, like, we're probably going to buy a place next year. Mike Lowry. So that's why it's from Bad Boys. Thank you. Your first Life of Beauty K. Well, here's the thing, guys. Feel free to ask any questions you want. Check into the description box of any other platforms that this is going to be on. We are running a 3-month coaching special just for my birthday. Like, we justified the sale with my birthday. So it's a 3-month commitment. I believe it's $274.99 for 3 months. That's daily communication, weekly video conference calls, adjustments. You're part of our hunger management support group. Detailed coaching from just Crystal and I. So we only have a few slots available. Please do check that out. It is in the description box below. I'll try to put it, actually. Let me see if I can do this. I can. There is the 3-month coaching special for everybody, which is good. Anyway, let's see. My life. Thanks to you, Alan, I lost 120 pounds since May 2020. My family is morbidly obese too. How do I get them to take their health seriously? First of all, holy fuck. Thank you for crediting me for your very, very hard work. But I really mean it when I say this to you people. Like, I almost feel, it's weird. I almost feel like because I get so much kind of like hate, that I feel that the people that support me really, really, really feel that they need to support me. And it's like touching. I truly appreciate it. You know, for those of you that are wondering, I'm very, very, very good with playing I'm very, very good with playing the villain in this story. Like, somebody has to say shit. As long as my wife and my family is good, I don't need outside. I don't need outside justification. I don't need outside validation. Is the word I was looking for. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. Crystal's got me wiped the fuck out. No shit. It takes a lot for me to fucking really fucking get gassed, but I'm fucking tired. Let's see. But you know, my life, you're saying thanks to me, you lost 120 pounds. Dude, I just got a guy, girl, I don't know, dudette, I don't know what you are. Let me tell you something. You did that shit. I did not. Okay, like I really like appreciate it. I feel like weirdly emotional about it all of a sudden, but you did that shit, not me. Okay, like I'm just saying what's true. You know, and I know like thank you for the support and thank you for accrediting me with like your weight loss, but that's you. Like, if you really want to thank me, take credit for it and then just try to help people, show a good example for yourself and for others, and try to just pay it forward. Try to set the best example you can and try to be as encouraging, but also as bluntly honest with people as you can. Because I'm sorry, but that's what we need in society. We need blunt honesty in society. We really, really do. Wallflower commenter, hi, Alan, how you doing? I like your name. But thank you again, my life. I appreciate it. Alan, why do you think the American Medical Association is not doing commercials to debunk healthy at any size? Funding. They're worried about getting canceled because we've made obese people a protected class. You can get banned for calling somebody fat. It's almost like it's fucking. We are like the weakest fucking version. Like, you know how like in like Dragon Ball Z things evolve, like the human species is devolving into like Snorlax and shit. It's like fucking getting fat and shit. And I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z or fucking Pokemon person, but my son is. So Wallflower commenter, you're so ready to do the coaching. Well, this is a good special. This is under $100 a month for like literally we almost inherently, for every single person, we save them more money in food than it costs. It's just, we literally save them more money in food than it costs, almost everybody. Anyway, Chris Bello, is that in US dollars or Canadian pesos? That's US dollars, $274.99. I found I related with you when you mentioned weakness for peanut M&Ms. Only then I realized that we were alike and I could be like you. Yeah, it's a real thing. Like, and I got to watch out for other shit. That's actually some of the things I want to do. And that, like I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get on. We have 103 people, so I think I'll talk about it. I sit weird in chairs. I try to sit and like stretch my hips out. So please, if I move around and fidgety, it's literally because Chris, like I said, I'm fucking buried. Crystal buried me. I got to do some yoga later on today. Starting about a week ago, Crystal became literally my coach. I'm going to do all her programming, probably through the entirety. And at some point in time, I'm probably going to get yoga certified through her because she's a yoga instructor. But we're going to approach my health a little differently since I turned 50. And I'll talk about this after I ask her a few more questions. Anything for money, that's what it is too. Have any tips for folks like me who overeat even when they aren't hungry? I mean, you should seek counseling about that, because that does sound like you're just eating to eat. Motherfucker. I think the lawn guy is going to start up, in which case we will fucking scurry into the other fucking room. Anyway, I still love living in Florida, so I don't care. I think you triggered me the other way, Alan. I wasn't even overweight, but decided to do more than just lift weights. All I did was lift and sit around. That's really good. That's what I'm hoping to do for people. You know what I mean? Because I'm done trying to do the athletic shit. I mean, I'm still going to train athletically because I'm literally at an athletic level. Like, in order for me to push myself, it needs to be somewhat athletic. But you know, I'm a big believer in that I got to walk the walk always. Like, if I'm trying to give criticism, I need to walk the walk. So up until my birthday, which was the other day, I still occasionally had some alcohol. Like, occasionally had some alcohol, like once every couple weeks or whatever. And I'm just not going to do it anymore. And I was fairly often taking hits of THC. I probably still do CBD, but I'm not going to do THC anymore either. Just because I was using THC to help me sleep and to kind of focus my ADHD, which I know people like. I have a podcast with Mark called ADHD Podcast, and people are like, "Do you actually have ADHD?" Like, motherfuckers, have you ever listened to me for one goddamn second? It's fucking crazy. But yes, I'm diagnosed ADHD. But I was using it to help calm the voices almost. So I am not going to do that anymore, because I started taking, and this is not a plug. This is just reality, because they don't even list this as a thing on their package. But my good friend Sean Torbati and then Mike Rashid and Mark have another company called Ambrosia Collective. And they sent me a month or two supply of Mental Jewels. It's like a neurotropic focusing supplement. And it works better for focusing my ADHD than anything else, including the THC. So I'll probably do some CBD for the anti-inflammatory benefits of it. But besides that, I don't need THC in my life, nor is it productive, nor is it like, once I don't need it, I can actually move on to other healthy things. And the idea is do the healthiest you can. Now, I'm not saying it didn't help me out when I needed it, because like I did really use it, not to get like smacked, but I used it to just like kind of like slow the fucking noise down, you know? But the Mental Jewels actually does a better job of it. It almost like laser focuses me a little bit. It allows me to control my ADHD hyperfocus better. And that's not a claim that they make, nor is it a claim that I told them I'd be making for them. But that is literally, I have narrowed it down to that. It's a fabulous nootropic, and it's really, really helping me out. So I don't need that stuff anymore. And I would rather not inhale anything into my lungs. Like 51 is going to be the healthiest year of my life. 50 is right now. So 51, I need to start training for. I need to start getting ready for. I need to do that by just focusing on my health. Like I don't focus aesthetic goals. I don't focus weight loss goals. I don't focus lifting goals. I focus like health goals. How can I perform at this level, at X level, doing X amount of volume every time, like, and repeat over and over. Am I mobile? Am I flexible? I'm working on, and flexibility is something I am working on. I'm more flexible than the average person, I think, but I'm going to work on flexibility. Like I am going to be the best athlete and best, in the best health I can be. And I will place my health before anorexia. I read something. I'll place my health before athleticism every single time. I'm sorry, I was reading the comment. Let's see, but that is what I'm doing this year. This year is all whole foods, maybe some stuff for pleasure occasionally, but I'm not going to drink, and I'm not going to do THC probably ever again. As long as they keep making mental jewels, and I'm going to be like kind of a brand partner with them, because the brand we're coming out with is going to be brand partners with them. And I love Ambrosia Collective supplements. They're very health conscious compared to others, and their fucking plant, their protein powder is fucking delicious. They have a very good coffee too, but I'm going to focus on that and healthy endeavors versus other stuff. That's just the thing. So listen, any questions you have about managing your hunger, any questions you have about managing weight loss and stuff like that, I'm going to take for just a little bit. I'm not going to stay on super, super long. I did want to announce the sale, and I shit you not, we only have a few slots for that 3-month special going. So you should take advantage of that. If you have any issues with your relationship with food, holding yourself accountable, you're hungry all day long, you might be sabotaging your own hunger all day long. We help people to figure out which foods make them hungry or which foods make them less hungry. We help them adjust their life like bit by bit. So it makes it so it's like they can assimilate it, and it can be an easy thing instead of this huge diet and all sorts of bullshit they're on. Anyway, have any tips for folks like me who overeat when they aren't hungry? I already did that. I think you triggered me the other way. You got that one. I'm sure you've done a video on this, but what's your opinion on the BMI system? The BMI system is absolutely fantastic for population level health. It is, we can't hear you, no audio? Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Let's see. Get back to that one. Wow, lots of fucking questions. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm caught up. The BMI is a great population level study. Like it's a great population level tool, meaning for the majority of the population level as an average, it works out very, very clear. And I know that this is hard for people to understand, but correlation, while it does not mean causation, if the correlation of all these like 35 BMI and up, people are dropping off dead, I would check that shit out. So I do personally, however, like the metric we're coming out with is a combination of BMI and waist circumference, because that's a true more telling factor, especially for men. If you have a waist over 40 and you're a man, you're likely going to die early. The visceral fat is what kills men. So obese men live about 20 years shorter than non-obese men. Obese women live about 5 years shorter than non-obese women. So audio is fine. Somebody just being a dick. When we say appreciate you, you got healthy, it's because we acknowledge that we have been so brainwashed. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you. Stay moving. 55. Doc says my heart is 47. Move. My doctor wants to know what the fuck I'm doing. Like my doctor literally asked me what the fuck I'm doing. So let me go yell at my lawn guy really fucking quickly. Hang on a second. I'm good over here now. I'm on a live broadcast. What? I'm good over here for the reback this week. I'm on a live broadcast. Okay? My ears are shut. That's okay, man. I'm just letting you know you don't need to reback over here because I'm on a live broadcast. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, no, you're fine. Just you don't need to come over here. Okay, cool. Thanks, sir. Sorry about that. Had to let him know not to come too close. Let's see. I'm currently 300 pounds and I've lost 60, which without much excuse, he's going to be gone in a second. I already checked with him. Without much exercise, just diet change, and now I'm swimming 1 to 2 hours, 3 times a week. Swimming is awesome. I eat about 15 to 1,600 calories. Should I eat more when I'm exercising or stay where I am, where you are? You should stay where you are. You don't need to fuel activity. Like if you're a 300-pound person, you do not need to fuel activity. You need your body to eat some of the fuel that you already have stored. It's a great question, and my hat's off to you about the swimming. That's fucking amazing. Anyway, what's up, Alan? You really inspired me to lose 40 pounds plus, and I'm happier with my body than I've ever been. Love your channel. Great. You should be happier about your health too, but awesome. Thank you very much. Fucking awesome comments today. I just came in and you were mentioning your special. Can you please repeat? I might look into it. We're running a 3-month special right now because I just turned 50 and I wanted to run a sale. It's 3 months of our coaching special, daily interaction with my wife and I on our app, like just my wife and I, nobody else on our app, weekly video conference calls. We will make minor changes to your life bit by bit, so it's not like some huge diet change. So you do check that out, please. The link is in the description below, and actually I'll put it in here. I'll put it in there again here once I scroll down. Thank you very much for the interest. I am a Belgian student. I have the bad habit of eating constantly while I study. Whenever I'm trying to focus, to your go-to, that's your go-to. Any tips to just start? The urge for food is so strong it takes my concentration. I would eat a substantial piece of protein before I try to start studying. Just the truth, if it was me, like I don't go into situations where I have to focus hungry either. You should also take a step back before you even start managing that shit. How's your sleep? How's your hydration? How's your stress relief? If you're not sleeping well, you're gonna be hungry all the time. If you're not getting stress relief, you're gonna be hungry all the time. And if you're dehydrated, you're definitely gonna be hungry. Like I would increase your water intake, and I would also then try to make sure you guarantee your sleep and stuff like that. You like vaping, you get into smoking now? I'm not doing any of it. I'm just done. I'm done. Like I am going to, even though I enjoy it, I don't see anything wrong with anybody doing anything like that. I really don't. Like as long as you're watching out for your health, you can. It's not always about making the most healthy decision. It's about making the healthier decision, right? Well, the healthier decision for me at this stage is not to use it. And there's a little bit more pressure on me about this stuff than anything, you know? Okay, Alex gets banned. Bye, Alex. How to keep joints healthy. Don't fuck them up in the first place. Make sure you get good hydration. Make sure you get good sleep. Make sure you're doing activities that are to your athletic level, not above your athletic level. And don't do anything that's going to tear your shit up. Don't do stupid shit, you know? Not muted, just a weird echo. I don't know what to tell you about that. Dude, what you're doing right now is what people literally never did. Never were we told to do. Instead, they just said, I'm too old. Fuck, man. What the fuck? Like, I'm 50 years old. I can outperform most fucking young dudes in the gym. Like, it is just a matter of fucking wanting more for yourself. Demand more. Demand more out of your fucking life, people. Demand more than just sitting and watching TV and eating fucking food. Like, this weekend, I'm going to go kayaking wherever the fuck I want to in Florida. You know what I'm going to do next weekend? Probably go hiking or running or jogging on a beach or do what the fuck ever I want. Like, I am physically free. I am the freedom I have now with my body compared to when I was obese is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. It's not an aesthetic look at all because Crystal's always told me I'm sexy. It does not matter when I'm fucking, if I was like 270 pounds, she thought I was hot. I mean, I don't care about that shit. It's not a matter of how the body looks. It's a matter of like, you know, to me, I am going to focus on being healthy. And now the fucked up thing is I like how my body looks now, just trying to be healthy than I did the last time I got to this weight when I was trying to fucking be super lean. I was trying to be super lean and athletic and all like that. And I like my body way better now. I didn't like how my face looked. I looked like a fucking ghost. I looked like I collapsed my fucking face last time. And I didn't have the roundness to my shoulders. I didn't have the roundness to my chest. My waist was actually about 1.5 inches bigger because I still had visceral fat. My waist is about 29 right now, 29 to 30 right now. I didn't like, so the more I focus on my health and just being a well-rounded, you know, kind of athlete, the better things have gotten for me instead of just trying to cut down. So I've cut out all sugars for 7 days now, and I've noticed a lot of fat loss. This is coming from a pretty thin dude. There's always fat to lose. So don't get too thin, Doug. Okay, check with your doctor. However, a lot of people are like, oh, that guy's skinny enough. the people that society mostly thinks are skinny enough are still a little overweight. Like, go look at a picture from like the 1970s and see how thin people were then. You know what I mean? And great job on the sugars. Isn't it weird how fucking crazy that shit is? Like, people that actually cut that out for like 7 days, 15 days, 21 days, when they cut out processed sugar, it's amazing what the things they notice. What's everyone, Doug? When you break that, when you break the addiction, you have a lot more energy. It's an addiction too. It really is. It's a fucking addiction. Kind of amazing. Hey, I'm enjoying blueberry flavored CBD vape right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I'll probably take the gummies or something like that. But does your coaching have flexible scheduling for conferences? Yes, it does. We do morning, evening. We have clients all around the world. I have clients in New Zealand. I have clients in Canada. I have clients in Hawaii. I have clients in Japan. I have clients. I have clients in Africa. I have clients all over the United States. Lots in Canada. You know, so yeah, we have availability for everything like that, you know, and we do consultations 5 days a week too. So some days are early, some days are late. We mix it up. And to be real, we only take so many clients. Like, we actually don't take clients all the time. So we make it so we can accommodate everybody. And if for some reason you would be in a weird time zone, we can oftentimes make that happen. So did I miss the discussion about the supplement line? The supplement line's still coming along. This is about just Q&A. And the supplement line's not out yet. No, not yet. So Mark and I have many things planned for that. Mark, myself, the team, my wife, we have many things planned for that. You'll know soon. I'm on my supplement right now, and it's all like, I feel the need that I have to disclose that I'm on it, or it's not fair, just to be real, because I'm just not hungry right now at all. Like, I just don't have any. Have you ever used yohimbine? Yes, I used yohimbine HCl. I used about what was I using? I was using about 20 milligrams a day. I'm taking a break off it for a month, and I'm going to go back on it for a month. So probably starting the 15th, I'll probably take 10 milligrams of yohimbine HCl plus our supplement. Plus, like, I take an entire I call it a longevity stack, and it's basically an immunity stack plus. It's the immunity plus stack plus longevity stuff. The longevity stuff is appetite control from no morbidity. And we're working on an inflammation thing, like for chronic inflammation caused by obesity. Fucking brilliant. And I'm probably going to add yohimbine HCl to that too, along with Immortal, which is the MTS mega fucking vitamin. And I take a lot of stuff from Ambrosia, like a lot of stuff from Ambrosia. But great question. Wow, lots of fucking questions. Anyway, let me make sure I get the person here, Doug Smith. Wow, lots of questions, motherfuckers. Damn. I just want to make sure. Here, let me go to that one. 499. There he is. Bad rap sample. You get to ask a question. Please do. I mean, thank you for the tip, but you get to ask a question. Let's see. Yohimbine is hard to take because you have to time it when you're fasted. No, you don't. Well, one, I'm fasted most of the fucking day. I only eat like from maybe I'm not even hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm not hungry, and I'm not going to be hungry. I took my supplement today, so I'll probably eat about 5 o'clock. I'll eat from 5 o'clock till probably about 7 o'clock, probably 2 hours. So I normally take my supplements in the morning, like all my vitamins and stuff like that. Sorry if there was another set in the video, but are you still planning on publishing a book? Are you still planning on publishing a book about hunger management? Yes, I am. I'm working on that today. Actually, I'm finishing up some typing stuff today. Crystal is going to be doing the formatting and editing. She has a degree in communications. My wife is brilliant. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, I am kind of just the voice. And don't get me wrong, I read studies all fucking day long. This is what I fucking do. I'm pretty fucking good at this. But she's a fucking mad-ass scientist. The fucking workout she just put me through was so safe, literally so safe. I'm shocked. Like, no joint pain, no nothing. I'm completely fucking exhausted. Like, literally completely fucking exhausted. And great upper body work, great movement on a suspension system training. So we're writing a whole suspension system training, like kind of programming. But also she does everything else. She figured out the hunger management method. She's the one that figured it out for me. So But yes, we're publishing a book. I'll be starting to talk about that probably within the next couple of days. That's another thing you brought it up. Neat. But with the supplement too, everybody will get a pamphlet abbreviated version of that. Like they will get like, we're not just going to sell a pill to somebody and not give them instructions and stuff like that on a healthy life. Like every person who purchases it will be able to access the PDF for like the hunger management tips, tools, and stuff like that. Yeah, I hear about that. I don't look bad, and I don't feel like I'm hungry anyway. So I'm going to try to get. I've missed a lot of questions, guys, because I scrolled down to the person that paid. So, what is the key to attacking visceral fat? Is there just a matter of standard fat loss for a longer period before the visceral fat burns too? People lose fat differently. It is definitely food composition. Like I definitely think that food composition is involved. I don't have this study in front of me, but I was reading one the other day. However, I can tell you that there is we can make a legal claim on our supplement when it comes out that it actually helps reduce waist circumference because one of the key elements helps mobilize visceral fat. And we can legally make it. It's human tested. I already did. He told nothing. What's your advice on night eating and just eating too close to sleep? Best ways to combat the late night hunger? Well, I mean, I eat within like an hour of my sleep, just to be real. There's no there's no fucking. It's not like you get fatter because you eat later at night. That's not realistic. That's bullshit. Eat when you want to eat. But if you're overeating at any particular time, sounds to me like you're bored. Maybe you should occupy the time. Anyway, I'm going to scroll down here. I'm not going to take every question, guys, because we all of a sudden got a fucking time. I was obese, now fit, and I can now fit. Can I increase my height? Nope. And if you ask that question, something like that again, you'll be gone. Christy Minolti, sorry if this was said in another video, but that's the book. Okay, yes, Christy. Yeah, hear about that. I have a torn labrum in my hip with an impingement, but I'm jumping back in today, getting married in December. I'm excited for a healthy lifestyle. Please do check with your doctor to make sure you can jump back in. You don't need to jump back in to exercise. You can jump in with just nutrition until your doctor tells you if you have a torn labrum and problems. Anyway, so I do dry fasting and cut sugar, and my acne disappeared. That's probably from the sugar, not the dry fasting. Dry fasting I don't recommend to anybody. My obese mom thinks I'm too skinny at 218 pounds. She's wrong. Anyway. I always binge after a fast. I'm trying to make it work by doing intermittent fasting first. If you're binging after a fast, don't fast. That's counterproductive. Some people shouldn't fast. Crystal eats breakfast. I make Crystal breakfast every fucking day. Normally, steak and eggs or some eggs, or sometimes some leftover beans and rice because she loves beans and rice. But she eats breakfast every day, and then she really doesn't eat again till we eat dinner together. But she eats breakfast every fucking day. Some people just can't do it, or they're not comfortable doing it. They can do it, but they're just not comfortable doing it. What are your recommendations for a person with MS for weight loss? Make sure you're involving your doctor and the different medications that you could possibly be on, because MS is a wide-ranging, very, very, very broad-scoped issue, right? But I would start with very seriously watching your nutrition. I really would check with your doctor. If there's anything you can't have, I would make sure you talk to. I would stay on a very low inflammation diet. I would avoid processed carbohydrates and processed sugars like the plague. If I especially had MS, to the point where it affected my mobility and my ambulatory abilities. Because you're not going to be able to burn as many calories, and I'm sure there's some medications that are probably going to be stunting your metabolic rate. So I would definitely approach it where it's a no processed food thing, and then do whatever activities your doctor says you're physically capable of doing. Please check with your doctor first. Let's see. I'm following my specific macro count for fat loss, but it's getting hard to hit the macros. Any suggestions? I'm trying to avoid supplements. Okay. Supplements should be supplemental, okay? Macros, I don't if your here's the thing. This is no shit. If your macros include carbohydrates as anything else but a filler, that's where I would go. I would look to reduce the carbohydrates down and increase the protein. So if you're having because you don't want to necessarily increase your food volume, and you don't necessarily want to do anything else like that. But if you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't worry about hitting the macros. Lose the fucking weight. And if you need to pull any calories from anywhere, like if you're at such a low caloric load that that you're worried about getting your macros in, I'd take away from the carbohydrates. I would replace those as much as possible with healthy fats and proteins. Those are your essentials. Carbohydrates are not an essential thing. Not that I don't take them in on a daily basis, but they are not an essential thing. I normally eat anywhere between 150 to 200 grams of protein a day. Normally about 200 grams of protein, closer to that. And then I take in probably about 100 grams of fat in a day, and then the rest is carbohydrates. Probably even a little bit more, probably about 120 grams of fat, and then the rest is carbohydrates make up. To anywhere between probably 1,700 and 2,400 calories in a day. I probably have one day a week where it's 2,400 calories, and I have the rest of the days where it's probably around between 18 and 2,000 calories. I put a basement, 1,700 calories is my minimum on any given day, because I have shown myself that if I eat less than that in a day, the next day I will be there's more binge possibility. Like if I eat less than like 1,600 or 1,700 calories in a day, especially if I do it multiple days in a row, like if I eat 1,600 calories one day and I don't get very good sleep that night, I'll eat everything in the fucking house. So I just try to make sure I plan everything else. That's what I do, bitch. Bye. Let's see. Forgot to mention that earlier with the hip impingement, I've done physical therapy and was given a program. Okay, I would focus on your nutrition still though too. Okay. Do you think the medical field doesn't mention diet because of the lack of knowledge or greed? Both. Most doc and people do not. They either don't believe this or they care to try to ignore it, because people try to paint me as if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But about 50% of our clientele is nurses and doctors. Like 6 or 7 PhDs in health fields. Like that's the clientele we get are medical professionals. Like I have 3 that are endocrinologists. So 3 of them that have been with us, and some of them are applying our work to their patients. So the medical field is not the best. Medical field is also inherently unhealthy. One of the reasons why they come to us is that most doctors, when they get out of their internship, are radically out of shape, and they're radically deconditioned. They haven't been able to work out in a long time. All their time's been used. They get relatively little sleep. They stand slunched over all fucking day. They eat everything that from their they eat all finger foods. Is what we call the medical terminology for it. Finger foods is anything you can walk and eat. The finger foods diagnosis, their finger foods diet came from Alzheimer's, came from wanderers. Because when a lot of people get Alzheimer's, they do a thing called wandering. They'll burn tons and tons and tons of calories because they literally never stop moving. They walk all day long, and they just wander, even in circles sometimes when they have Alzheimer's. So you give them finger foods because you want them to eat constantly, because they'll dissolve away. If not, their appetites normally aren't big anyway, so you constantly have to be feeding them foods. We would feed them 80-year-old person with Alzheimer's, we would be feeding them fresh breaded homemade chicken fingers and shit like that, constantly just stuff that they can eat just so they keep their weight on, What vegetables would you stay away from? None? Zero? Fucking it's a vegetable. Why the fuck would you not eat a vegetable? Whoever told you to not eat a certain vegetable? That's fucking crazy. Now, to be real, my first meal, the first thing that hits my mouth is always some sort of protein. Always. The only time there's ever carbohydrates in my first meal is if it's a chili. So some carbohydrates from the beans. That's it. But normally it's just beef. It's just meat. So or fish, like tuna steak. So meat. And then from veggies, I eat sweet potatoes all the fucking time, potatoes all the fucking time, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. I just eat those later. I don't have a sweet potato until after dinner. If I have it for dinner, I normally have that be my last thing. And I normally sit and wait for 20 minutes to have it, and I treat a sweet potato like a dessert. Anyway, I figured out what was wrong in terms of being sore all the time, wasn't doing enough cardio. That's not necessarily why you were sore. You could have just been starting back out. You also could You could be nutritionally fucking yourself, sleep fucking yourself, hydration fucking yourself, or stress fucking yourself too. So just really always take a step back, worry about your sleep, hydration, stress relief. Make sure you're planning out your days. Like you should have an idea of where you're procuring food from throughout the course of the day, throughout the course of the week, and that avoids food insecurity stress and feelings like that. So that would help out. That helps out too. But like absolutely, I do believe though that a lot of people need to move more. So you might not have been moving as much in between sessions. So as the soreness goes away, you then get it again, and you still have lactic acid buildup. Actually, do you have any back exercises that don't involve your hands? Sliced my finger open last month and can't quite grip well. You could do back for spinal erectors and stuff like that. You could do fucking, you can do good mornings. You could do fucking reverse hypers. There's a lot of shit you can do. Solid advice, carbs equal no, protein and good fats, yes. Now, that is not to vilify carbohydrates at all. Ultra-processed carbohydrates should be eaten only for pleasure in my mind. Ultra-processed carbohydrates like sugar and processed flour, treat them like they're alcohol. For real, treat them like they're alcohol. You'll be better. You'll feel better. Thank you for answering my question. You're very welcome. Even with a caloric deficit, are there supplements to make sense to be taken? Oh yeah, like all health supplements, like a super good multivitamin. Vitamin D, 5,000 IUs or above for antiviral replication in your cells. Look it up. Look up vitamin D, cytokine storm, CYTOKINE, cytokine storm prevention online. Look it up. But yes, very, very, very important. Christian Jorgensen, my motherfucker. How you been, buddy? That's crazy the amount of activity you put in a day and intake 1,700 to 2,400 calories. Ha! Hang on. This goes to show something else, by the way. I am very active for that hour and a half and then another 30 minutes of yoga. And then what you find me doing is what you see me doing right here. If I was much, much more active, once we don't do as much coaching, I will be able to be much more, I'll be able to eat much more because I will be able to be much more active. But right now, it is a matter of me managing to do my portion of the businesses for Crystal, because Crystal's my boss. Crystal is actually the CEO of all our companies. I'm the motherfucking COO. Like, that's where I came from. I'm the motherfucking COO, where she is the CEO of all of our companies. Because that's definitely how it should be. She's a fucking mad-ass scientist, again, genius. But when I'm not doing this stuff as much, or when I'm not tied down writing or stuff as much, I'll be a lot more. I like to move a lot more. I'd like to add some water drills. I'm definitely going to add some flexibility drills on. This year, all of you out there really need this motherfucker. He's got 3 brain cells in his goddamn head. But I feel like it's like nobody else is fucking doing it. You know what I mean? There's very few people that actually lead by fucking example. And it's one of the reasons why me and Mark are very, very good friends. I don't know if you guys realize what Mark Lobliner is doing right now, by the way. Mark Lobliner runs 6 fucking companies, right? He coaches his kids' soccer teams. And I mean coaches he's on the fucking staff at their fucking high schools. He's on the staff at the fucking high schools as the strength coach to coach his fucking kids every fucking week. He just fucking finished first in master's class bodybuilding competition that he didn't even prep for. He just fucking kind of carved up for a couple days and fucking went in and did. And then next week he's going to compete again bodybuilding, the pageant with I fuck with him all the time at a lower weight because he's going to decarb, and then he's going to fucking fight in a boxing tournament, and then in 2 months he's going to get his pro card in the IFBB. I feel that I need to it is inspirational to me. I am going to walk the walk as I talk the talk. I will be in very good shape athletically throughout the entirety of the rest of my motherfucking life because I tell other people that they should also. So therefore, I'm going to lead by example, and I am going to, and not that I wasn't extremely healthy before, but I am going to do nothing but try. It is my life's goal to set an example to be as healthy as possible for people, and I will do this by. If I have to clean up my nutrition, I'll clean up my nutrition. If I have to clean up my social engagements, meaning I have to clean up an occasional drink, I won't drink anymore. I have no problem with it. I can walk the fuck away from it any time. It does not serve me. I will focus a lot more on my own health, try to help other people focus on theirs. And if that's the case, if that's what needs to happen, it only benefits me to do so anyway. It's not like I lose anything by trying to be fucking healthier, you know? Anyway, let's see. I figured, let's see. Alan Kim. That's crazy, the amount of activity. Oh, that's what I asked. Yes, lately I've been eating too much. My cravings everywhere are much lower, basically gone. A bunch of steaks, one a day. I'm telling you, it fucking works. Dang, Miss Hatfield, I love your lives. You have helped me really look at my food and found my triggers. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations. That's for real. It's fucking awesome. What advice do you have for night shift employees? I have kids and have to flip back the days when I'm off. That sucks. That's tough. I would try to find if there is a way where you can find an eating schedule that appeases both. That would be cool. I definitely, if you switch to night shift, I definitely would have your food pre-prepared and like that. You don't want to have to like all of a sudden already do that. Most people that work night jobs, I worked a night job for a long time as a parent when I was running nightclubs and shit like that when he was real young. And like, it's easier to stay on station and stay on track to me for the family life and then switch to the other shit than not. So that's just my opinion. Well, I just, let's see here. God, we guys are fucking hot and heavy. Life of Beauty K. I get heart palpitations when I intermittent fast. You need to talk to a doctor right fucking now before I read any of this. Enjoy the results and would like to try it again. Should I do 2 meals a day instead of 1? Or is my body adjusting? Still obese at the moment. You need to talk to your doctor if you are having heart palpitations about anything. Like if you all of a sudden eat something and all of a sudden it causes heart palpitations, you should talk to your doctor to make sure you didn't eat something you're allergic to. Heart palpitations are not something to be fucked with. So please, 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 before you try intermittent fasting ever again, talk to your doctor about the heart palpitations, please. And that is. I wish I could give you left a $10 tip. So I wish I could give you more information. Then please talk to your doctor. Do not fuck around with heart palpitations. Okay. Why do you think there are so many obese people in the medical field? I'm in my early 30s, and I remember really obese nurses and stuff. Even when I was a little kid, do you think the shift work they had? Yeah, the actual profession is unhealthy. Like their scheduling, everything like that. It's just unhealthy. And this is no shit. As somebody that ran nutritional departments for entire companies, and I employed all their RDs and stuff like that. They eat like shit. Hospital cafeteria food for the staff is fucking horrible. It's fast food. It's fast food. It really is. They don't give any They don't give any budget to actually fucking produce food for the staff, and they make the staff pay. It's ridiculous. I wonder a lot too, and while it was my only exercise, like 25,000 steps a day, I would listen to music. That's good. That's good work. Let's see. Bad rap sample. I love the name. You got me trying again, attempting 10 kilograms, but hey, I eat on autopilot from anxiety, boredom, addiction. What's helping me now? Chewing gum and eating unsalted sunflower seeds all day. Really, if that's what's working for you, that's a good mechanism. I've done similar shit. I do think you should try to find a way to deal with your anxiety. Talk to a counselor. If you're bored, try to find a healthy, constructive hobby. Read, stuff like that. And if you have addiction, you definitely should be getting some counseling for the addiction too. Okay. You're not going to gain weight normally eating vegetables unless you're already over your total calories. So you eat vegetables. Calories are calories when it comes to that shit. So let's see. If you use straps, you can make it easier on the fingers that cut. Your body treats alcohol and processed sugar in a similar way. Well, alcohol addiction is sugar addiction because alcohol is made from sugar. So it is. Not bad about the water intake. My husband said the same thing. It did improve with drinking water, but not gone. So I stopped intermittent fasting. You need to talk to your doctor. You need to talk to your doctor. Don't take any advice from it. Like I see people saying you should take electrolytes and shit like that. Go talk to your doctor when you get heart palpitations. Oh, wait, hang on. Hey, Mr. Baldy, how to prepare for a photo shoot. When I have my first one, I'll fucking let you know. I have not had a photo shoot ever, so I'll fucking let you know when I have my first one. I've been doing good, thank you. Just need to get my head back in the grind. Kind of fell a bit, struggling hard to stay consistent. Crazy days. Hit me up, send me a message, one-on-one. You know how to reach me. Sir, I bruised my left collarbone and right hand. Can I still work out prior to the recovery? I don't know how bad you bruised your hand, and I would never give medical advice over the fucking internet because guess what? I'm not fucking stupid. Let's see. And back down here, we're getting to the last questions. Opinion on diet soda. If you drink diet soda, I would drink it late in the evening, because if not, you are literally just doing it to have something sweet. You know, like, you got to be able to control it at least. If you can't say no to the flavor of sweet until the evening, you should actually really take a good hard look at yourself. Like, consistently, I mean, if you're looking to have a diet soda, you're still just you're looking for the flavor of sweet. The flavor of sweet has become too much for everybody. We are overeating the flavor of sweet because it is pleasurable, because it still gives a dopamine release to your brain. Drink water, adult. Be an adult and drink water or black coffee or something like that. You know, coffee is ground, and then filtered. Water is just water. What you're talking about is a serious fucking like production thing that they do, you know? Let's see. Only a few more questions and I'm done. I just turned 50 and overweight with bad eating habits. I find it mentally challenging to stop and physically challenging due to my age. Should I not let my age get in the way? Well, I mean, your age actually is in the way. Your people, you can like look at equations for basal metabolic rate and see that age does not actually lower your basal metabolic rate all that much. Okay, hormone changes from improper diet, the person slowing down because they're getting older, maybe have some injuries and stuff like that. Like, that's what puts weight on. It's not the actual age. I mean, it's like, 100 calories per fucking like 20 fucking years or something like that. I can't remember, but that's the thing. Do you think the lack of education about food is leading to cause of obesity globally, not just availability of fast food? I mean, it's not education. Like, you know what? That's fucked up. Like, I mean, here's something that I think is fucked up. Like, people are pissed that they're not educated. If you're a full-on ass adult and you have a fucking smartphone in your hand and you're not educated about something, that's you. That's on you. If you're a child and you're not getting educated about something, that's one thing, because we're supposed to take care of them. But if you're a full-ass-on adult and you are uneducated about nutrition, do some fucking Google searches or fucking what the fuck? Like that's such a lame-ass motherfucking excuse people use. I don't know about nutrition. Fucking read, motherfuckers. Let's see. And Brian, by the way, we are running a 3-month special. So if you do need help, I can fucking help you. I'm sure I can. Just joined. I have a voracious appetite. I drink a gallon of water a day and don't snack because I just stokes my fire. Any advice? I'd need a little bit more information than that from you. I tell you what, though, I mean, I would need to know what you're fucking eating. You have a voracious appetite. If you still are eating any processed carbohydrates, don't say you have a voracious appetite. Say you're making yourself have a voracious appetite. Okay? Like, that's the reality. If you are eating processed carbohydrates, especially added sugar, and you think your hunger levels are too high, you're making them that way. You are factually increasing your hunger levels by eating processed sugar. Factually, okay? Thoughts on carnivore diet? I worry about the fiber for carnivore diet. Some people seem to do really well on it. My thing is, if you maintain a healthy weight, like, it's better than being obese. Hey, Alan, I'm down 40 pounds and I have a long way to go, but your videos have helped me a lot along. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anyway, thoughts on decaf coffee for appetite suppressing? I don't know how it would suppress your appetite because there's no caffeine in it. But if it's because it has a placebo effect where you think it's coffee, and because you fucking are getting some fluid in you and possibly filling yourself up, fine. But it's not an appetite suppressant. Zero reason to be ignorant on any. Thank you. Zero reason to be ignorant on any subject this day and age. It's fucking zero. Like, I mean, you have the world of wealth and knowledge is literally in your motherfucking hand, and you motherfuckers refuse to fucking be educated. It's disgusting. Appreciate your content. Went from 174 down to 108. Currently at the low end of normal for my height, but I still have a Fupa. Any tips? You're gonna have to talk to a doctor and see about. Like, the thing is, it could just be extra skin instead of Fupa. Like, and so you do need to have that checked out. Okay, and just keep being healthy. Oftentimes the body will absorb some loose skin when it doesn't need it, but it depends on the amount of loose skin, how long you were obese, that sort of thing. And you'd have to talk to a doctor about that. I can't give you advice over the internet over something that would need a medical consult. I couldn't even give you that live because I can't give you a medical consult. Jacob Transky, swimming is one of my favorite physical activities to keep me in shape, and everyone should do an activity that they like and can continue doing it. Absolutely. Swimming is amazing. It is. I was hungry all the time until I cut out refined sugars and processed carbohydrates. That's right, Jessica. You tell them, and you're doing a fabulous job because you fucking listen. Let's see. Fiber is important. Yes, it is. It is. That is awesome. Blah, blah, blah. You mentioned that you eat a decent bit of lentils. You eat a decent bit of lentils. What's your usual go-to? I mentioned that I used to eat a decent bit of lentils. The very first time I dieted down from really fucking fat to lean for the second Athlean X I think I went to, I ate lentils, broccoli, riced cauliflower, and tuna every day. That's what I ate. And I don't eat lentils at all anymore. I stay away from riced cauliflower, and I'm not nearly as in love with broccoli as I fucking used to be. It's a very that you don't want to pick something like that and eat it the same way over and over and over again. It was definitely part of the fucking learning process. That was fucking true. Let's see. I started out just focused on calorie counting. Now I add walks, and I'm finding it difficult to not binge after work. I also find if I eat too early, I eat more during the day. Sammy, I would need some more information. You sound like you would actually be like, you sound like you could use our coaching. Like you really do. Because it sounds to me like you are designating, like you're realizing that you're binging, and there are methods depending on your life on what you can do, but I couldn't possibly really get into that over just the quick comments, Thoughts on vegetarianism. I mean, my thing about being vegetarian is that you can still eat eggs and stuff like that. You can still get choline, and choline from eggs is important. I know people are like, oh my God, the fat in eggs. But that's actually the good kind of choline. That's the good kind of cholesterol. That's what your body needs to actually make hormones and shit. It's a little better than vegan. You can still be healthy and be vegan. I will say this. If you're going to be vegan or vegetarian, stop eating the fake fucking meats. You look stupid. Yeah, I mean, you really do. Like, if you're going to be vegan or vegetarian because of the animals, why simulate eating animal flesh? I've never understood that. Like if it's a moral thing, why are you going to simulate eating? Why are you going to simulate doing something that you think is immoral? I've never understood that at all. Not to mention that, but if you're vegan or vegetarian, most of those fake meats are made with some kind of processed thing that is highly inflammatory. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, TDE calculators work for me. No, they don't. A TDE calculator is a fucking super terrific guess. That's all it is. And people lie to those motherfuckers all the time. First of all, most of you motherfuckers should put sedentary when you fucking put your activity modifier. With the workouts I do, I literally am about like moderate activity at best. But also those calculators, the TDE calculators are just, they're very, very, very rudimentary. The only thing that's even more of a guesstimate is a fucking calorie counter. But the TDEE thing is just like when the person gives an activity modifier and there's only like 3 or 4 choices, like it's not realistic. I mean, it's just a fucking guess, Alan Roberts, your kip up the other day was amazing. It's like, the weird thing is that shit's in my training, and people, I'm always amazed how people just think I'm some fucking dude that sits and talks on camera. Just because I don't fucking show myself like working out all the fucking time, and just because I don't fucking show up, like actually take my shirt off and shit like that, like other these people do. Half the reason why I don't take my shirt off is because I never have, and very fucking honestly, I don't want that to be a part of my I don't want that to be a topic of conversation about my content. People are going to hate on it. People are going to like it. Some people are going to fucking try to like tell me I fucking look great. Some people are going to fucking say, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. I mean, it's the nature shit. And I'm used to that. And people talk about my looks all the time. I don't give a fuck. I want my content to be about helping people. I want my content to not be distracted by like the physique shit, because what I talk about is not physique shit. I want to be the example of like you can look healthy when you're in your 50s, and just in general. Now in today's world, it's just in general. You can't be healthy because it has nothing to do with age now. fucking 18-year-olds are 400 fucking pounds. But, you know, I want to be like fucking like actual example, and I don't want it to be about like my body and shit like that. So let's see. Zepsin Pepsin. Why don't you get hair implants? I mean, it looks better on men. I don't think so. I think I love how I look bald. So, I mean, your insecurities, I definitely think you should get a counselor about it, because if you immediately jump to, out of everything I say, if you immediately jump to the bald head, you're very terrified of going bald, obviously. I don't know why that would be. You'd have to talk to a counselor. I personally love being bald. My wife loves me being bald. Your mama probably rubs one out, the fucking Vin Diesel and Jason Statham. So she loves bald guys probably. So I would just suggest you check out why you personally have a problem with bald, because I would bet you money. Like here, I actually have a video talking about this. Go find your mama or your grandmama and sit down and watch a Vin Diesel movie with them, or sit down and watch a Rock movie with them, or sit down and watch like a Tyrese movie with them, or sit down and watch a Jason Statham movie with them, and take a look at their face when he's fucking beating people up. Get back to me. Let's see. I just have issues with bald people. It sounds like you're fucking stupid and crazy, just to be honest. It sounds like you need help, for real. Yeah, I mean, is it that like your mama was watching a Jason Statham or Rock movie and you saw that she like really liked it? Did that like bother you or something? Like, I don't understand. So, I mean, and you're not telling me anything, but I just really feel bad that you feel that you're so worried about baldness that that's what you come up with. Dude, get some counseling. Life's too short to wonder why your mama wants to fuck The Rock, you know? Anyway. I've seen fat toddlers, lots of them. Yes, fasted cardio. Yes, fasted cardio or not. What is the most effective? Whatever you'll do consistently. That's the most effective. I'm going to need to watch Fast and Furious now. Funny. I enjoy being bald, but upkeep is. PETA, I wish it would all fall out. I wish it would fall out and not land in my ears or my nose or my back or anything like that. Like fucking, let's let it all. I hate shaving, but I fucking love being bald. Anyway, I wish I could either not grow hair at all. And that's I wish it would just fall the fuck out or not grow. I really fucking do. Anyway, guys, I've been on for about an hour, and I've probably crashed some fucking poor person's ego right now. So my hair is thinning. I might have to try bald look soon. Fucking just shave it off. T-Rev, just shave it the fuck off. Who fucking cares? Just shave it. Who fucking cares? Like, I love being bald. So 19 years of age, what would be the best advice for a change of diet? Eliminate processed carbohydrates, eliminate sugars, try to eat anything that tastes sweet only after your evening meal so you don't have a glycemic response and cause yourself to be hungrier during the day. Try to focus on eating whole foods as much as humanly possible with a preface of first meals, protein, fat heavy, and then if you're going to add carbohydrates, add vegetable carbohydrates, preferably green ones or highly colored ones, non-starchy ones, and then if you're going to eat starchy vegetables, eat those at night. That's a good start. Anyway, guys, I am going to let all of you fucking go. Thanks for the great motivation for me to get healthy. T-Rev, you're very fucking welcome. Zebsin Pepsin, all bald people I have met is bad people. Is they bad people? Guess there's no reason for why bald people are bald. Wow. I love it when people are stupid. Anyway, man, I'm really curious about my question. Can you please answer it? I'm not going to scroll back up and fucking find your question, dude. So re-fucking do it. Nice watching you live again, Alan. Only discovered you a few months ago, but I love it. Thank you very much. And love your content. Wish I could have gotten Ab's answer. Ask it again real quick. Can we say hello to dog? Nah, it's a little hot for him outside right now. The only reason why he's looking out is because he fucking sees me. Bald phobic trolls. Funny. Does the special rate for the monthly coaching hold up for multiple months? Yeah, like it is. So the special rate is $274.99 for 3 months, and when the 3 months is over, if you stay on, it will be another $274.99. We do not change people's prices ever. Like the price they sign on for is the price that they fucking go for. That's it. So, but yes, it would re-up, but it would be at your option. It's a 3-month minimum, and it's $274.99 for the 3 months. Let's see, dealing with a real rocket surgeon there, no shit. So how do you? I'm going to answer just a few more because of that bullshit. Thoughts on keto? It's good if you like it. I mean, it's not as long as you find it sustainable and you like it, it's good. Let's see. How do you eat bread without having processed carbs? You don't. You don't eat bread. You don't need to eat bread. You don't. The substitute is to not eat it. The substitute, eat a potato. There. I mean, you don't need bread. Bread is a processed carbohydrate that normally has both flour and sugar, not to mention all sorts of other shit. Some people even put stuff that we put in yoga mats in bread. Bread is not necessary. Bread is, by the way, the most second binged upon food next to pizza and then ice cream shortly afterwards. It's absolutely true. And then cheese is 4. So the top 3 are sugar and processed flour. So you do not need bread. Let's see. Whoop. Gina Nicole Capitola, love your content. Thanks for all you do. Does anyone on your staff have any experience coaching female athletes with hypothalamic amenorrhea? There is no. The staff is Crystal and I, and we have coached people with that before. So yes. But the staff is Crystal and I. Thank you, Crystal, myself, and our son. Our son is a very integral part of what we do. But Crystal and I are the people that do the coaching. So, bald stigma, no shit. Okay, last little bit. Do I ever think there will be a bigger push in education kids for food and nutrition? If I have something to say about it, there fucking will be. There fucking needs to be. Retype my question above. I shall take a look at it. I don't see it above. So I have not gotten it yet. Potatoes are heavy in starch, bad for diabetics, right? It's better than bread and sugar. Thanks, great to know. When bald people wash their face, how far do they go up? Wow, pathetic. I love hearing you get mad at obese people because it takes a take for myself. Actually, it's not there yet. So thanks for trying. I'm not gonna bother with it. Anyway, guys, have a great fucking day. I got some work to do. Talk to you soon. God damn.